Good morning, Doro. How are you?
Great, Gal. How are you?
Great. So we wanted to talk today a little bit about cost reduction, or at least reducing cost for our customers. And with me today is Doro, is one of our senior account managers in Sela, and we're gonna at least try to look at this issue from two aspects. One is the financial, and the other one we're gonna see how we can use the technical bits to in order to save cost. So take it away, Doro.
Great. Thank you very much, Gal. And now, as Gal mentioned, as an account manager over here at Sela, we're dealing with all types of customers, starting from startups from scratch till enterprise organization. Now, it doesn't matter which type of organization, all of them have a mutual goal, which is how can I save cost. Now, as part of our FinOps services that we're providing over here at Sela, we're trying to help customers from the commercial aspect, how we can save money. Now, I would like to show you a few basic examples of what of the capabilities the customer can achieve. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a few examples. Okay. The first option will be the virtual machine. A virtual machine, first of all, before we're going to start choosing the operating system, the first option that the vendor will provide you is a pay-as-you-go. Means you're paying accordingly to your actual usage. As you can see, the monthly bill will be approximately $152 per month. Now, if you decide you would like to save money on the compute aspect, means that you know that you're going to use this type of machine, this type of family of machines for this following year or 3 years, you can say, I would like to reserve this type of component, this type of resource 1 year in advance. Now, in order to pay for this reservation, you have two options. The first option is to pay upfront the full amount. Now, the second option is to pay by monthly installments. Now, the bottom line means that you're going to pay less per month and not even more. For this type of machine, it will save you approximately 32% on the compute aspect of this calculation. Now, the second thing that people doesn't know, this is this part, which is the hybrid benefits, Azure hybrid benefits, means that it's belong only to the licensing aspect, means that you can purchase upfront the Windows license or a SQL Server license, and I'll just give you a heads up, it's going to cost a company for a single VM about $300 per 1 year, and then it's going to save them $67 per month.
And it's only usable for virtual machines, or you can use it for other services?
It's a great question. Okay. If, for example, I'm going to use it for the SQL database service, okay, as you can see, there is no virtual machine behind it, only compute. As I said, you can use it in order to save the compute if you're going to do a 1 year reservation, one hand. And the second option, as you said, you can purchase the hybrid benefits also for the service itself. Of course, I'm going to give you a heads up. It's depending on the exact scenario. If you utilize it on a certain percentage, then of course it makes sense to make the purchase. Now, another cool thing that I'd like to show you is Databricks. Databricks is a managed service 100%. Of course, the service infrastructure is based on VM, therefore you can make a reservation on a VM. But another thing that people doesn't know that they're going to pay for the DBU, the Databricks unit. Over here, you don't see any sign of any reservation or hybrid benefit whatsoever, but due to the fact that Sela is a global partner for Databricks and other partners as well, of course, Databricks provide us the option to make a reservation on the DBU only. Okay, so you're going to get an additional discount just for the DBU units, which can save you a lot more money for the same service. Again, as I said, the cool trick. The last example that I'd like to demonstrate is regarding to the storage. Now, as you can see, if you're going to use a blob storage or regular blob storage, again, didn't change anything. Now, as you can see, if you're going to use a hot tier, it's going to cost you almost $20,000. Again, this is for
a petabyte, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, If you, of course, you can always do a reservation in the storage, but the cool thing is that you can always switch between the tiers. For that elaboration about what are the differences between the tiers, I'm going to bring back the...
So yeah, let me explain what's the difference there between the storage tiers. Hot storage stands for itself. It means hot storage. I mean the storage that you write to and read from it all the time, and you need to do it in a moderate or high velocity. It needs to be up and running all the time. Cold storage, and this is the cool part, if you're going to change there in the calculator to cold storage, you're going to see that you're going to save a lot of money, about $5,000 there is of saving. And
25% off.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah. And for again, substantial amount of data there. The thing about cold storage is this does not affect your performance. You do not get degraded performance from the storage account when you're using cold storage. What you do get is higher fees of extracting data. So you're going to pay more for any action that you're going to perform on that storage account. But given that you choose to use cold storage, you assume that you're not going to do a lot of I/O operation on that storage, meaning that you're going to enjoy that saving. Another cool option there, if you're going to change it to archive, means that basically Azure archives your storage, and then you're going to save 90% off the price, and then it starts to get really, really serious. Now, if you do not need that storage to be either hot or cold, meaning that you can allow yourself up to a few hours of extracting time of storage, which is sometimes very reasonable, then you can save a lot of money there. We have customers that are using it for archiving and saves a lot of money. Another thing that we haven't discussed are managed disks. So virtual machines has disks, and Microsoft tends to create virtual machines with the default options of premium size SSDs. And when the customer has a lot of virtual machines, it can sum up to a very substantial amount of money there. And most of our customers do not need premium disks, which are high performance disks. So pay attention to that thing. You can replace premium disks with standard SSD disk, and it's going to save you a lot of money there. And another thing that I would like to share with you is just now looking at some other ideas about how to save money. And if we're going to look at the data pipeline, and all of our customer has this elaborated data pipeline processes that can load the data and do some transformation and maybe add it to a data scientist. So if you're going to use services like Azure Data Factory or Azure Databricks, which Dror talked about earlier, you can not only enjoy reserved instance, but if you're going to perform your data pipelines using Databricks, meaning that you only pay for what you need at that same moment. So you get double saving there. You only pay for what you need, and you're going to enjoy RIs or at least DBU RIs. And your data scientists and your business user will be able to enjoy much faster response times and do their work faster and more effective, meaning that you can save money not only on your bill but on your effectiveness of your employees, and that is also a very important issue. So, having said all of that, I would like to thank Dror and wish you all a very good day.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.